Good morning, everyone. My name is Tom, and I am one of your 2024 junior school captains. Stephen King, a prolific author who has inspired generations of people with their books, once said, "The stories we hear as a child are the ones that we remember for all of our lives." Now, as I am looking around at all of you, I see a mix of students, older and younger than I. But I think all of you are ready for a bit of a story time, one of my own stories. So, prepare yourself to be pulled into a story of trials and tribulations, triumphs and failures. And guess where it starts? On a bus full of Year 5-6 students. I know it as the 12 Labors of Heracles. You know it as camp. I'll set the picture. Okay. I'll set the picture for all of you. Some of you might know about the Summit Camp. Can I get a show of hands if you have been to the Summit Camp or just know about it? I can see a lot of the former Year 5-6s up there. Okay. So we walked up the nearly 2-hour-long bus trip straight into a giant day of activities. Activities that for Group 1 included the giant swing, which required 2 people to go on at once. It was terrifying, but at the same time, very fun. On a more serious note, the second day was by far my favorite, even though it involved me fighting demons in my dreams and nearly rolling off my bed on a couple of occasions in the night. Earlier that day, we ventured into abseiling. For those of you who don't know what abseiling is, in a nutshell, abseiling includes a giant tower, a human, some rope, and a pulley system. Said human goes up many ladders to reach the top of the giant ladder, where they get a hook attached to their harness. Once they are secured to the rope that has a pulley system connected to it, said human jumps off the edge and slowly inches their way down by jumping. You all listening to that? You got that? Fantastic! So, fortunately for me, I was one of the first people to be chosen to do the abseiling. My face was parchment white, my hands shaking as if I was dunked under freezing cold ice for an extended period of time. My pupils were dilated, my face was expressionless. Finally, I reached the top, and as I looked around at my surroundings, I couldn't help but utter a wow from my lips. The farmland stretched from horizon to horizon. The sky was cloudy, but the light was dazzling. I felt as if I was soaring through the air, just over the gum trees. I was swaying on the spot, overcome by the beauty of the area around me. And as I looked down, the ground was peppered with little specks that could only be humans. And as I tried to identify the faces of my peers, I just couldn't. My eyes were too foggy, and so was my brain. But before I knew it, I was up next. I didn't want my turn to be ignored. I didn't want it to be overlooked. So, when I was given the green light by the instructor, I pushed my feet against the wall, holding on to the rope for dear life. A rush of exhilaration and adrenaline flew through my body, and it felt as if my stomach was about to fly out of my mouth. But when I landed back on the wall, my eyes widened, 1,000 thoughts flew through my head, and a maniacal grin was edged across my face. I bent my legs, and I jumped once more. Did you guys enjoy the story? Fantastic! The speech is not over! Fantastic! Well, I know what you're all thinking. Tom, why did you mention that quote in the beginning when all you did was share with us a kind of goofy camp story? Well, what if I told you that experience right there was one that changed my life forever? And yeah, that's right, one experience. One simple movement is all it takes to change the course of your life forever. And I feel enlightened by this experience, so much so that I've become way more grateful to be at ELTHAM College. So, as this speech ends, I want you to remember King's quote and think, when will I find an experience that will change my life? Because I assure you, they happen every day. Have a fabulous 2024 and enjoy hunting for your life-changing activities.